I must admit, I've been fortunate enough to be able to cover several events that really sparked my interest. This year, I was able to cover InterPHEX, one of the biggest, largest pharmaceutical events in North America. For those of you that personally know me, you know when it comes to safety, I'm a big advocate. Therefore, I got a chance to speak with Craig Stellar, the National Account Manager at Bullard, how to keep you safe in any type of working environment. With no further ado, let's see what he has to say.
Hi, I'm Craig Stellar, National Account Manager for Bullard for the Life Sciences. Our company is Bullard. We're based out of Cynthiana and Lexington, Kentucky. We make personal protective equipment. So we come to the InterPHEX show primarily to deal with folks that are either dealing with a highly potent active pharmaceutical ingredient, or they're in a clean room environment doing cleaning and other activities, and they need to protect themselves from the ambient environment.
Now, tell me, I see there's also a company here similar to what you're doing as well. What made your company more a standout, special? Like, what's your secret ingredient?
So the thing about Bullard is we're solely focused on personal protective equipment. A lot of other companies are in a lot of different fields where they try to do everything in that realm. We focus on respiratory protection and head protection within that field of personal protective equipment. And we have some very unique features and designs specifically for the pharmaceutical worker, and that's why they choose Bullard the overwhelming majority of the time.
That is great. Now tell me, what are some of the challenges that you have faced before the pandemic or after the pandemic?
So before the pandemic, business was good, business was as usual. The pandemic hit and there was such a surge for the products. And obviously the supply chain was very, very stressed. I mean, the great thing, to be honest, was that the pandemic was awful. We did see a huge increase in business, obviously, with our products. The challenges since the pandemic have been managing our inventory. There's been other supply chain issues, and now it's adjusting back to the world as normal in terms of how much we're going to sell and what the market looks like moving forward, because there is a lot of flux currently within the pharmaceutical market. So there are a lot of challenges. A lot of them are fun challenges, though, and it's just a great market to be involved with.
Now, for someone who's interested in getting into this business, as far as student right now, what are some of the inspiration words that you want to tell?
Well, I think from our standpoint, we really take great pride. I mean, what's more important than protecting people? Be it a respirator to protect them from a highly potent active pharmaceutical ingredient, or the construction worker that's on the job site that needs a hard hat, or the abrasive blaster or spray painter that also needs a supplied air respirator. It really feels good when you go out and you see these people, you can give them the proper solution, and you know you're really protecting their life so they can go home and see their loved ones at the end of the day.
Now, is this product also available to the public?
Well, we generally sell through distributors. So we're the manufacturer, and then our distributors would sell the products. Normally it's purchased through a corporation, but certainly you can go on a website of one of our channel partners, which is also a distributor, and purchase it off a website.
That is awesome. Let's go over some of the products.
Sure. So the main products that we're showing here at the InterPHEX show is our old reliable blower. This is called a powered air purifying respirator. It's worn around the waist, and it's going to filter the ambient air through a filter. We've got a number of filter cartridges depending on the environment and the hazards. It's going to blow a positive pressure air up this flex breathing tube, which is a brand new breathing tube that's going to contour to the wearer's back, and then the air is going to come into this hood. This is our brand new product, the Sightline hood. It's got a 300-degree viewing angle all the way around. You can see this. It's going to reduce the claustrophobic effect that you may feel. We have a 3-channel air distribution system, so it's going to keep you really cool and comfortable your entire shift and reduce the lens fogging. And then we also have a nice blue material around the neck. That is very comfortable around the neck and reduces any glare from the overhead lights. We've also found, particularly in the pharmaceutical world, people want a quick connection point, so that this fastens with a clip on your coverall. You pull up your drawstring, and you're ready to go. You're ready to enter that hazardous environment. You're going to be protected all along, and just as importantly, you're going to be very cool and comfortable. So this new Sightline hood was introduced with all its approvals in August, and we found it to be an amazing seller and very, very popular throughout the labs, BSL-3 labs, and of course all the pharmaceutical markets that would use a product like this.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of material is that?
It's a great question. This is a TiChem 2000, which is a material by DuPont, one of the most trusted names that we have. So a TiChem 2000 material, and then the lens material is basically a PETG material, 0.015 thickness, to view out the window. And again, as you can see, that's a 320-degree viewing angle, and there's so many more features to this hood. There's really nothing on the market like this hood, and again, the reception has been fantastic, and we had a great day today scanning about 77 great leads at the InterPHEX show.
Now, as far as when it comes to like allergic reaction, is this is this material itself like non-allergic?
There's no latex. There's no latex anywhere in this material. It's just a sport knit material, the TiChem material, and the lens. So no, there's really no. We have never had any issues with any kind of allergic reactions or adverse reactions at all. We go over here. We do have a lot of other products and a lot of other hood tops if there's certain industries where they need a little less protection. The full hood, without getting too technical, has an assigned protection factor of 1,000. So it protects you. It's 1,000 times more protection inside the hood than out. That's the highest level of protection you can get from this class of respirators. If you're doing lighter duty packaging or things, you don't need quite that level of protection. We have lower profile. I call them half hoods. Some people call them helmets. This is also the TiChem material as well, but this is just going to cover half your head. Again, with that positive pressure air coming in. I'm showing this style because one very unique feature we have for the clean rooms, and there's more and more biologic manufacturing and clean room applications than ever before, we actually have a HEPA or particulate panel in the bottom, so the air is coming in, filtered in, coming in, and the majority of your exhaled air is going out through this HEPA panel in the bottom. So that's also a very, very unique product, and we have many different styles and sizes on this half-foot product as well, of course, as we mentioned before, the big seller, or the big popular one, which is our new Sightline hood. If I looked up on the wall there, just briefly, we have a couple other style full hoods as well. So it's absolutely, depending on the application and wearer preference, we can show you multiple head tops that may be applicable. Some of our head tops also come in a TiChem 4000 material. That may be more applicable if you're doing chemical handling. So we can really solve any type of issue or problem that you do have in the work environment with our powered air purifying respirators.
So are these like sell separately, or they could be something they put all in together like this one right here?
That's a great question. So we can sell this, the old Burger King commercials, have it your way, hold the pickle, hold the lettuce, special orders, don't upset us. You can buy these piecemeal if you will, but we do also have kits. So it's a turnkey operation. You purchase one part number, you have one of everything, you have a kit. So we can do that as well for you.
Now, I'm looking at this right here. This is one of the pump?
This is another one of what we call our PAPR units or blower. This is a specialized unit. We developed it specifically for healthcare during the pandemic because Bullard wanted to respond during that amazing crisis that we had. But we've also found a lot of other applications in the lab for lab animal research, some other things. So this is a shoulder-mounted blower. So that's just going to go over your shoulders, turn on, and then the breathing tube is going to connect to a half hood. So this would just work with the smaller hood. So it goes over your shoulders, you put it on, and away you go. So this has been very, very popular with lab animal research and some lighter duty things where you just need a particulate filter and this half hood type of product.
That is awesome.